Sagittarius. Welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. I am just going to tap into your energy right now and see what it is that Spirit needs you to know, wants you to know, where Spirit wants you to draw your attention to. Let's see. Let's see what the cards say. Spirit, help me deliver a clear and concise message to those that are watching. Should anything negative pop up, immediately return it back to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household. And I don't want it on the viewer. If it is your first time here, thank you and welcome. And if this resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, or you just like the way that I deliver messages, don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on that bell notification button. If you're not new here, thank you. Welcome back. You know what I would appreciate the most from my Sagittarius community is if you interact with this video by putting a comment down below where you're watching this video from. If in any way, shape, or form, if you have ever interacted with my videos to help my algorithm out, to help me grow, I appreciate you. I'm a little talky. I'm talking a lot. Chatterbox? Talking a lot. That's very interesting. And I wasn't talkative really before this message started. I wasn't in a chatty Cathy kind of mood. But I feel like I'm picking up on you being very talkative. Let's see. Spirit. For the Sagittarius, what do they need to know? For the Sagittarius, what do they need to know? Okay. Growth. Balance. That's your card. And limitations. The 44 is popping up. 44 might be significant to you. That is the 8. That is the Strength card. That's a Leo card. But it's like taming your inner beast. So I feel like I'm reading this backwards since I was attracted to the 44 card first. So trying to tame your inner beast. This is limitation. Limiting your inner action. Limiting... Limiting something. It might be limiting yourself in a very purposeful sort of way, because we have balance and we have growth. This is seeking. The reason why because this is the 44 card. See at the top here. So 4 plus 4 equals 8. And that's how numerology likes to work. The 8th card in the major arcana is the Strength card. There is usually, at least in the Rider-Waite Tarot, a depiction of a woman and a lion. And the biggest thing that card talks about is tapping in on your strength, your internal strength, to tame the beast within you. And then it bleeds right into this Temperance card. Temperance card is a major arcana for you, Sagittarius. This is the Balance card, to find balance. But it's not lost on me in this depiction that she's on a tightrope. It's funny because, was it last night or earlier today? I was working on balance work. And my calves were so tight. My quads were tight. I was trying to stretch. I had one leg up, and I kept falling, and I kept thinking about being on a tightrope. Well, if I was on a tightrope, my balance just would suck. I don't know why I brought up all that. That's interesting. This is a 10 card. You're at the end of something. You're finishing off a chapter. Finding balance. We'll get more clarification on this. And then that's leading to growth. And this particular person is pulling herself up and out of almost being lost, if you will. towards the sun. And the sun is all illuminating. The sun is happy. The sun is joyful. The sun is peace. All right, so what message are you trying to tell me for the Sagittarius, please? What message are you trying to tell me about this? We're going backwards, okay? About this limitation card, so you can see. What message are you trying to tell me about this limitation card? Sagittarius. This is very interesting. Everything in this cup is, in this cup. Everything in this reading is interesting. The way that the cards were shuffling, how I'm going backwards. Limitation comes out as the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups. You're trying to manage your emotion and and stay composed. Because what you're seeking is ultimate happiness. Check this out. So I said happiness with the sun depiction at the corner of this growth card, right? I was talking about that. And then one of the phrases that's on this Ten of Cups card is ultimate happiness. This isn't just you though. This isn't just you. This is you, and there's like kids, there's a house in the background. This is this is belonging to a tribe, to a family unit with a that's spiritually led. Now that doesn't mean like necessarily like religious led, but it stands on there's morals and there's values, and already has a bright future. Remember I said 10 earlier with this card? You're now receiving 2 10s. So something is ending for you. And Spirit is saying for you, especially with these 10, to watch the new. 20. Judgment. 10 plus 10 is 20. Judgment. The Judgment card. I feel like there's like an idea of a death and rebirth. Coming out of feeling lost. Tell me about this balance. Tell me about this balance for Sagittarius. Overinvestment behavior. Chaos, unsatisfactory. You get the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. So something that you had anticipation that it was going to grow. You've overinvested in it. So now you're pulling back because there's too much chaos. There's some denial in there, but it's not returning to you. And so this is now causing you to seek balance. Tell me more about the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I was going to say you're choosing to stay still, but that's not what this is. You're feeling bound or stuck. So how is this benefiting victim mentality? So where does balance come in? Because you need to, I'm not putting words. I'm not going to put words in the card's mouth. But this 8 of Swords can represent having a victim mentality. Like, oh, this keeps happening to me. I've got bad luck. That's not what you're saying, though. You're saying, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right. You're saying like to yourself or this other person, you're saying, I'm right, but because you can't see that I'm right, then why do you always do this? That's what you're saying to this other. Why do you always do this? Okay, I'm picking up on either internal or external conversation or both. I get the Chariot in the reverse. You just want to give up. Okay, I get it now. All right, so if we're moving backwards, before I even get to the growth card, the you've had to tug on your inner strength a lot with some connection, like a lot with a connection. You've had to really step into this King of Cups energy. This connection's actually left you feeling lonely, but you've tried to balance. That's a good theme, right? You tried to balance your emotions because what you wanted enduring success. You wanted genuine love and affection and joy. Joy is coming up a lot with the sun at the end as well. You wanted, a happy family unit. What I'm getting though is that you had overinvested yourself. There was a lot of chaos, and even though you tried to like focus on the facts, if you will, the facts were still already always what you saw them as, your perspective. There was, it's like it's not going to turn. It says no return, but it's almost like this situation is not going to turn into this 10 of cups, this idea that you had about it. And it's leaving you feeling powerless, and stuck. And because of that low vibrational energy that you are surrounding yourself with in this, even though you want to seek balance, um, it's like, because remember I was talking about being sore. It's making you like, it's okay. It's just too much, and you want to give up. You want to give up. What's this growth here for Sagittarius, please? What is the growth for Sagittarius, please? I shook my head like that because I thought there was a card that was sticking out, but it wasn't. It's like a Jenga game. Like, you got to be careful what you pull out. Oh, okay, that's cool. So growth for you is you switch from being the King of Cups to being the King of Pentacles. And you make that bag do what it do. It grows. That bag meaning your money. And you get to a point where, um, there's a couple of things that just popped up. So hold on. You get to a point where you're able to, it's like you just dive into work. Because that's where you find security. Uh, but it looks like, and then you regain self-control, and then your energy becomes steady, especially with this growth, and then you start being able to give of yourself to others. Give me more of the Six of Pentacles for the Sagittarius, please. You get the High Priestess in reverse. It's because you disconnect. You just disconnect. So what happens as an outcome? It's interesting how these major cards, these three major cards that I pulled out, show an evolution. And then once I start digging a little bit deeper, these tarot cards, these Rider-Waite tarot cards, show what's under the surface. So it's almost like you have two. You're complexed. I mean, but who isn't complexed? You want the world to see that you have limited your energy. You have that you have things under control. You want the world to see how balanced you are, um, how much you have to give, how I was high. Okay, forgive me for whoever's watching this because I'm gonna steal a phrase. High value you are, and you want the world to see how much you have grown as a person. That's 4, 5, 6. 6 is the lovers. That where you are in your life, because the lovers is the choice card. Where you are in your life is you planned it that way. You wanted things to be that way. You chose to live the life. You're living the life that you chose to live. Like, and everything's under control. When we look underneath the surface of that, there was something else that you wanted. This 10 of Cups is what you wanted. You were just over investing in a chaotic situation, even though you were trying to focus on the facts. It just left you feeling stuck. There was a lot of victim mentality, and then you wanted to give up. And then when we look underneath the growth, um, it's like people are going to see you grow. But all they're going to see you grow is your pinnacles. You're going to forever be able to make money do what it do, make that bag do what it do. At the same time, though, your growth is being stifled. I wish you can see these cards the way that. I'll figure it. Your growth is being stifled with this high priestess in the reverse, because there's you're ignoring so much. You have this. Here goes my nose. You have this amazingly untapped 1555 on the timer when I say that. You have this amazingly untapped potential, and it's very interesting how money, you make money do what it do. You're a money mover, right? You're very good with that material success. You're a renaissance man, woman. You're a very good business person. You have that business, you get it done. I was making a video about this, I think yesterday. The thing is that if you are low vibe, if you are stuck in negative ways, if you are choosing to ignore the reasoning, how things came about, if you're choosing not to heal, if you're choosing not to actually spiritually grow, if you're choosing not to look at the trauma and the baggage of your life, then that means you still have ish in the way. That's why they say cleanliness is next to godliness. I hope that phrase resonates with you. It doesn't always mean dust your house or whatever, blah, blah, blah. God's going to love you more. That's not what that means. It means that junk is energy. And if you want to hear the word of God, if you want to hear the word of the universe, if you want to be able to manifest like the king of pentacles that you really are, because it doesn't just mean material success. You want to be this king of cups and this king of pentacles jointly. You want to be able to balance those two energies. If you're only just focusing on being, and the end of it, if you're only just focusing on being the king of pentacles, the money is going to be good, but there's not going to be any depth. You feel me? Whereas if you were able to go back to this king of cups, this brings about open doors with your emotions. This is the idea of the millionaire guy who's lonely, because his house is quiet at night. Do you see what I'm saying? Tell me more about this. I'm gonna stop saying my own words. The Page of Swords. Talkative came up. Something about talking. Remember I was talking about that earlier? Tell me more about this High Priestess, the Hangman. Potential spiritual growth. But tell me more about untapped potential. There is this idea where if you really took a look at yourself in all aspects. Okay, so if you have two kings on here, right? You've got the King of Cups and then you've got the King of Pentacles, but there's two other kings. There's the King of Wands, which is action oriented, the go-getter, get stuff started, get stuff done. And then you have the King of Swords, which is the person that they just have a presence about them that is they don't need to say too much. They don't need to argue their opinion. They don't care if you don't agree with them, because they've got so much experience, so many failures that they've learned from, and so many successes that they know which direction they're going in, and they know exactly who and what they want to take with them, right? So if you're able to balance all four of the kings and bring in all of that energy in your future, then this untapped potential that you have with this high priestess in the reverse could easily turn into the winning energy of the high priestess in the upright, which is the which is having like such into leaning in on connection to the divine, and leaning in on your intuition, so much so that like all of the doors open for you. The money doors given, the love doors, the healed doors, the family doors, the um, resilience doors, the like I don't even know how to explain it. The ability to move on from past hurts and be victorious with confidence, with the respect of yourself, um, respect of others, with one achievement after another, having the house, having the car, having the love of your life by your side, having I don't know if having the kids, having the dog, having the cat, having the fish, like the nice fish tank, having it all. Going back to the 10, you want it all. You want it all. You want what let's just say like the American dream. You want the husband and the wife and the 2.5 kids and the dog. That's what the American dream is supposed to be. The house, the land, the property, right? The social life, the vacations. Knowing you, Sagittarius, you definitely want the vacations. You want it all. You only get to what you truly want, what you're not really divulging people about what you really want. You only get to what you truly want if you take a look at this middle part, this balance part, right? The things that have left you unsatisfied in your life, the things that have brought you chaos in your life. And you turn this 8 of Swords in the reverse. So you're no longer, you're not stuck. You're not stuck. When it's in the reverse, then this is releasing yourself from the constraints of the past, of that baggage from the past, of the trauma from the past. And how do you do that? You got to look in the mirror, Sagittarius. You have to look in the mirror for those things that you had, like the adult experiences that you had. Where did you play a role in that demise, in that chaos, in those behaviors? And take a look at all of that. Who are you truly? Take a look at your childhood. Where do you feel lack? Where do you feel abandonment? Where do you feel hurt? Where do you feel mistrust? Where do you feel unloved? And then you have to heal. You have to acknowledge it, and then you have to heal through that. And this is not easy work. This is not easy work. And I am not talking to you as somebody who is completely healed. First of all, that will never happen, because there will always be experiences in life that some of them are a little bit low vibrational, some of them are a little bit higher vibrational, some of them are sad, some of them are glad, da 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 da. So you'll never actually get over get to a point where you are completely healed. But it starts with acknowledgement, and it starts with introspection. Okay. Can I get a... You're going to ask me what's going to happen with this connection, huh? What's going to happen with this connection for Sagittarius? This idea of this 10 of Cups for Sagittarius. This original 10 of Cups that you want, this is the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This original 10 of Cups that you want is not going to happen as long as you lean on luxury. It's in the reverse, okay? As long as you lean on luxury and materialism to fill empty spaces in your life. It says materialism, luxury, dissatisfaction, loneliness, ignoring interpersonal relationships, and overindulgence and depression. Five of Swords on the reverse and the Fool. And here goes Judgment again. You might be sitting here, you feel like it's pointless. You might be sitting here watching this entire reading and think that I am blowing smoke up your ass and mine. You might be sitting here watching this entire reading and say, I don't know who in the hell she thinks she is. All I am is a conduit. I am a vessel from spirit. You can choose to take or leave. All right. I feel like let it rain. You are supposed to be this amazing, 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 amazing being, Sagittarius. You have the High Priestess inside of you. Don't get caught up on the High Priestess being like a female energy. Don't worry about that. You are supposed to be this magical. I mean, like, this is priest, healer, seer, soul purpose. Your soul purpose is something. There goes my head. Your soul purpose is something out of this world. In this lifetime, in other lifetimes, you were born into. You probably had like. They say people like you have had a lot more downs than ups, especially as a kid. Childhood was hard. Childhood was really hard. It's like you have to get to a point of experience in order to be this, to manifest into this person. Your soul is already this truly marvelous being. Your soul is. And I get people are like, well, everybody's soul. No. Okay. Here's a secret, Sagittarius. Some people are just a little bit more special than others. And you are coming up as truly, 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 truly special and connected. It's all about, do you choose to get on the bus of healing or not? Let it rain. Allowing what is, inevitability, and trust. Let it rain. Allowing what is, inevitability, and trust. I think, oh, there's two more cards over here. Look, it just popped open. I'm getting off of this card. Whatever happened to you recently, it was meant to happen for an awakening, for growth for you, but you have to choose to want to get on the path towards the sun. You have to choose that. And for everybody, that's different. Some people never choose it, and they will continue to surround themselves with materialism, with luxury. I mean, you have an inherent ability. You have an inherent ability to do so. You're always going to be good, I think, as far as that's concerned. But there's just so much untapped potential with the High Priestess in the reverse and this healer, seer, priest, and soul purpose card on here. Plunge. You have, before we get to that, it's like you have to get to a point where you trust that you are truly powerful and there is so much inside of you that's untapped. And then you have to pick a process that helps you pull out that untapped potential. And then you have to have even more trust that that's going to work for you, and trust that even in those very, very dark and very, very heavy times, that still on the other side of that is the sun, is your ascension towards the sun. Plunge. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive in. Go for it. Go for it. Like, what's gonna hurt? What's gonna hurt? Your pride? Your pride? Your ego? Your ego's gonna hurt when you start actually turning the mirror on yourself and start with introspection? Yeah. I've been there. It's not easy. But it really does take full commitment. That's why it says dive in. Making waves. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievement. If we go right back to the very beginning, you have been called through spirit these oracle cards, these what are these? Ask your guide oracle cards. They're saying right now, they're saying to limit yourself by don't give too much to a situation, to others. Just limit it. Just look internally. Work on taming your ego, taming your pride, and that's going to take some strength, but do it. Find that balance, because what it's going to lead to is ultimate happiness and growth. Momentum is building towards that. It's your time to achieve it. All right, Sagittarius. I'm sorry that some of your readings tend to be a little heavy. Let's, stick with me. Like, subscribe, turn on that bell notification button. Stick with me, and I will gladly follow you on your journey. If you need any help realizing any of this, manifesting any of this growth, my information is down below in the description box. I offer personal readings, coaching sessions, and venting sessions. Venting sessions are on sale, and I just opened up a new personal reading service. One question, less than 10-minute phone call. I ask the cards, and I get you the answer. Okay? All right, Sagittarius. See you guys soon. Bye.